Shine, boom, boom, boom. Mic check, mic check. It's your boy KaleYugiG, you know what I'm saying? And your boy here to react to a share my story video. Like, this YouTube channel is not really realistic. I'll tell you what, real channel is realistic. Story booth. It's the same thing as this, but it's actually real. And these people actually sound like robots and angels. They all sound like the same person. And the other ones, they all different. You can actually hear their other different voices from each and other one. But let's not get to that. It's called "You Are My Backup Friend." Ooh, that hurts. Well, let's check it out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that. Let's watch.
No one likes you. That's why I didn't invite.
No, I'm sick of these.
If you're a college student, keep watching.
Yo, I'm
One of
sick
my
of these
least favorite things
ads.
about writing papers in college was remembering the correct form.
No one likes you. That's why I didn't invite you to my
Oh.
birthday party. If anyone
I
finds
don't care
out
about
that
your
we
birthday
know
party.
each other, then everyone will think I'm a loser
You
like
are a
you.
loser.
So stay away from
You're right next to
Has
me.
anyone ever said something similar to you? If so, you were probably a loser in school, like me. Most of my
A loser in
classmates didn't.
school. I don't know about that one. I'm still in school. I'm in 9th grade. I'm still in school. And I'm that guy. Nah, let me stop. I'm not that guy. Let me stop. Middle school? No. Elementary? No. I just started high school. And they're in high school, I'm pretty sure. And I just started it. So right now, no. But it's cool.
Even know I existed, and my teachers kept forgetting my name. Like one time when I got an A+ on
Yeah.
my report card in math, although I had failed the written math exam. The only way I could explain how this had happened was that the teacher had confused me with another girl in our class who had the same name as me. Now, I believe that there are two ways to become popular in high school as a girl. First, you are pretty, or second, you have a really outgoing personality. Unfortunately, I had neither because I was ugly and boring. Hey, what will you do this weekend? Watch TV with my mom, I guess. With your mom? Don't you have any friends? No, I didn't have friends, and it was my mom's fault because she controlled my whole life down to the smallest detail.
I can relate. No, let me stop. But at least see that girl. No, go back. She just did. Bye. Like, hold up. Like she was trying, like, bro, your hair is not long to be going from right there to over here. You're not Rapunzel. Wait, that's Rapunzel, right? Or is it Tangled?
It was my mom's fault because she controlled my whole life down to the smallest detail.
That's
Put
tough.
this dress on. I like it. But Mom, tight dresses don't fit my body type. My mom didn't care. She forced me to put it on, and once I came back from the dressing room, she said, "Oh God, it looks hideous on you. I didn't know someone could look this ugly."
That means you be calling
Some
yourself
kids don't feel
ugly, so
hurt
that's
when their
your
parents
daughter.
criticize them, but I am very sensitive.
I can
I still
see that,
remember
too.
the last time I dared to make a joke at home. I was 6 or 7 years old, and I said, "Mom, I knew Santa Claus exists. That's because you are cheap, and you would never buy me any expensive gifts."
See, I don't care if it's a kid or not, boy. I'll still smack you. That kid just let it out. Cause that kid just let it out. I'm not even gonna lie. That kid just let it all fly. Now, me personally, from a certain extent, I could not take that level of disrespect. I could not take that. I'm just saying, I could not take that. I would never let them call me broke like that. Cause you know what I'm saying? Look at this. I make money. I make paper. See? Look at this. All this paper, bro. Y'all know about making that type of paper. Y'all know nothing about that. What you know about that?
Santa must have brought them. I was just a child making a silly joke, but my mom freaked out and said, "You dare to insult your mother? Go to your room so I don't have to see your ugly
Okay,
face
cool, Ella.
anymore. You are ugly, ugly, ugly." I didn't understand why my joke had offended her so much, but after this traumatic event, I never made a joke again. Instead, I morphed myself into a shy, boring girl who couldn't offend anyone. It was an adaptation strategy to survive my mom's cruel outbursts of rage. Now you also understand why I'm a weirdo. If my mom had at least sent me to a team sport to socialize with other kids, but no, she forced me to take private recorder lessons at home. And there was no instrument less cool than a recorder. Anyway, in 10th grade, I made my first friend on my bus ride home. Her name was Vanessa, and she just sat down next to me and started talking. It was less of a conversation and more of a monologue from her because she loved talking about herself. Her house was on the same street as mine, and one day, she knocked on my door because her dog had run away. She wanted me to help her find him, and of course I agreed, because that's what friends do for each other, right? Well, a few hours later, I actually found her dog hiding under some stairs. The strange thing was that the dog didn't want to go back home to Vanessa. I had to carry him home to her while he was kicking and crying. When Vanessa saw us, she said, "You stupid dog! Mom would kill me if you ran away." Then she told me, "My family bought him for $5,000 when he was a puppy, but he looked a lot cuter back then than he does now, so I think I'm gonna sell him again."
Alright. All I'm saying is, when you 55 years old, and you're in heaven, and the dog's in heaven with you, and you know, in heaven, you could do anything you put your mind to. I don't even know. But that dog's gonna start talking, and he's gonna say, "Not so old now, Emma." He's gonna say in the most blackest voice ever, because that dog is black. I'm chatting, bro. Let me stop. I'm talking. I don't even know what I'm saying. Y'all don't even know what I'm saying either.
Didn't care at all that her dog was alive and well. She also forgot to thank me for finding her dog. Most of you probably wouldn't want to be friends with someone like Vanessa, but I was a loser and I couldn't be that picky. One day on the bus, Vanessa mentioned that it was her birthday that weekend. "Cool, will you throw a party?" "No, I'm going to visit my grandma in the countryside." Now you have to understand one thing. Every Monday, one of Vanessa's real friends rode the bus too. And then Vanessa always pretended I didn't exist. She wouldn't say hi or even look at me. Stupid as I was, I thought she just forgot about me because she had so much fun talking to her other friend. So on the Monday after her birthday, I went over to them and said, "Hey Vanessa, I hope you had a great birthday.
She's ruining the plan!
Before Vanessa could respond, her friend said, "Oh my god, who is this ugly duckling and how does it know you, Vanessa?"
Hey, she got leggings on. Oh, you know what? I ain't gonna say that. She got leggings on. I ain't gonna say nothing.
"She doesn't know me, and I don't know her either." Then she screamed as loud as she could, "Get away from me, you creep!" They both started laughing, and I went back to my seat in utter shock. I was mad and thought, well, if she doesn't want my gift, that's her bad. But the next day, Vanessa sat back down next to me as if nothing had happened at all. She said, "The gift you showed me yesterday, do you still have it with you?" "No, I left it home. I didn't want to creep you out again." Oh God, are you so
What's the gift you got her anyways?
Don't you understand how nice I've been to you all this time? Remember when you asked me if I threw a birthday party and I said no? Guess what? I lied to you. Of course I had a birthday party, but it was better for you not to come because nobody likes you. And all my friends would have made fun of you because you were a creepy loser. Wow. While my mom had to put effort into making me feel bad, Vanessa did it without even trying. I responded, "So, am I your friend?" "Of course! You are my backup friend. If I don't have anyone better to talk to, then I will hang out with you." Looking back, Vanessa showed many signs of narcissistic personality disorder. Not only did she have a complete disregard for my feelings, but she also did everything she could to get other people's attention. She often took selfies, posted them on Instagram with ridiculous captions underneath, like, "Remind me to never trust someone again." She also fabricated stories to make herself look better. She told me,
You know, sometimes I see a lot of Instagram posts or stories saying, "Oh, I want a man that can do this. I wish a man could treat me better than that man ever did." But there's like a million people, about 100 people in your DMs who trying to holler. Like so many people in the DMs who could treat you way better than your ex did. I'm sorry. That couldn't be your Romeo, because you was too focused on Julio and I'm too focused on getting dough.
You didn't know I am a great singer. I went on X Factor last year, and the only reason I didn't make it through the auditions was that I was too young. But Simon Cowell personally approached me backstage and wanted to exchange numbers with me so we could stay in touch. He thought I had an incredible voice. Well, Vanessa's and my friendship came to an abrupt end when a good-looking boy started riding our bus.
He likes you.
Vanessa told him, "Oh, usually I sit where you sit now, but it's okay. I'll just sit next to you. By the way, do you like brunettes?" Afterward, Vanessa never felt like talking to me again.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it one last time. I'm sorry, but I feel like it's easier for a girl to get a guy than a guy to get a girl. You feel me? Because, like, a guy has to do all these things. Like, I feel like a guy has to, like, he gotta just find the perfect moment. Went out with your friends. It's like, if you go to a girl when she with her friends, she probably gonna maybe act different. Her friends probably gonna start talking, laughing at you, looking at you with disgust. Like, look at this bum. Look at this bum. But if a girl walked up to the gang to a boy with his friends, everybody else is gonna mind their business. Or it's gonna be that one annoying friend that's gonna be like, "Oh, I see you, gang, W Riz." Hell, homies.
Found a better companion, but the cute boy ran into me once and my books fell over. He picked them up again and apologized, but Vanessa couldn't bear not being the center of attention, even if it was just for a second. So she faked a loud sneeze that sounded like some bird chirping. Achoo! Vanessa, why did you just make that sound? Oh, I don't know. I always sneeze like that. Do you like it? Yeah, Vanessa was an attention-seeking little brat. Meanwhile, my miserable life didn't change until I graduated high school. I was 18, about to go to college, and ready to reinvent myself. I set all kinds of goals, that this time I would be more social, make lots of friends, and be popular. And sure enough, when I moved into my dorm, I immediately hit it off with my roommate Angela. She even invited me to a college party, and I thought this was my chance to show the world the new me. But once I arrived at the party, my anxiety kicked back in. I couldn't talk to anyone and just stood around alone and awkwardly. That's why I got myself a couple of drinks to relax. Biggest mistake of my life. I had never drunk alcohol before, and I ended up going over to a couple that was making out. Go away, you tramp. Now it's my turn to make out with your boyfriend. I tried to kiss the guy, but his girlfriend slapped me in the face, at which point I spat at her and yelled, "I'm going to sleep with your boyfriend tonight and there's nothing you can do about it." Meanwhile, all my fellow students were watching and laughing at me. I woke up the next morning feeling so ashamed of myself that I didn't leave my dorm room for 2 weeks. Eventually, I started attending classes again, but by then, I had missed so many classes that it was impossible for me to catch up on the material. So I completely stopped attending classes again and fell into a depression, staying in bed all day for the rest of the semester. Finally, I was kicked out of college and had to move back in with my mom. It's just like in the old times now. My mom keeps telling me that she isn't surprised that I failed college, and that I should follow her career advice from now on. I guess the only thing that changed is that I now owe $10,000 in student loans. Honestly, I hate myself, I hate my life, and I hate my mom.
Now that's not positive. Okay, that's not funny. That's not positive. You're supposed to end it in a positive note, but if what you had going on, I can't blame you. And you gotta start being more social when, you know what I'm saying, when school's around, so you can have a better chance. Because there's one thing that I would have that my dad be having confidence. Like, that man be having like crazy confidence. I don't know how he does it. He just has that confidence, just talking to anybody without being nervous, not be able to say nothing. I gotta take advice from him. That man has confidence. That's something I ain't inherited. I need to get that confidence, because I'm in a new school now. I know nobody. I have friends in that school, and I don't really know much people. I want to talk more, but it's kind of hard to do it. But I'm gonna try my best to start talking more, but it's pretty hard too. Alright, I'm gonna get out of y'all's hair, bro. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.